Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. Pitching for the Red Sox today is Bob Ojeda, whose record is 4-4 with a 4.32 ERA. And pitching for Detroit is Jerry Euger, whose record is 5-4 with a 4.45 ERA. Okay, so we had a nice little victory yesterday, winning 3-2. We are now, taking a look at the standings, we are now 4 games up on New York, who will play next, and Baltimore's fallen to 5 back. Cleveland is pretty much out of it. And looking at the West here, Kansas City has a 10-game lead over Seattle, which is plummeting. They're 2-8 in their last 10. We'll see the White Sox. They're the first West team that we're going to see this season. We'll see them next week, I believe. So just wanted to show the standings here real quick. Of course, we're playing Boston today. And there was much contention after yesterday's game in the comments by some of you where I did not trade Andre Dawson to the Cincinnati Reds. If you take a look at the Reds, they're 10 games up as well in the West, and they didn't really offer me anything. And, you know, it's like, do you marry the first woman you ever go on a date with? No, you don't. You're gonna see what else is out there. And so we're not really ready to trade Andre Dawson yet. We're winning. He's playing good defense. He's been very disappointing offensively. And so, you know, we're going to see what else is out there. Also, Steven always likes me to show the opposing team's main page here so we can see who their team leaders are and injuries, prospects, and expiring contracts. I want to try to do that on the first game of the series for the opposing team, but I always forget because I'm just not in the habit of doing that yet. So there's that. We'll take a look at that there, and we will move on to today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe, and I appreciate everyone's comments. Please feel free to criticize me as much as you like in the comments. You can't possibly know what is going on in my head if I don't communicate that. And so that's my idea for Andre Dawson. We're not in a hurry to get rid of him. We are in trouble financially if we do not make the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, we're going to make up enough money that whatever we are losing in cash, we should make up and or break even and possibly, you know, maybe win a few games in the playoffs, maybe the World Series. So Jerry Euger on the mound for Detroit. Had a terrible start last time out. Dave Rucker will not be available for today's game. He got the win yesterday, I believe. Yes, he was the winner yesterday. And here is the lineup against the lefty Bob Ojeda. I have more lefties in the lineup than I'd like to have. We are sitting Dawson. We have Kevin Bass in there in right field. You may have noticed the title card. I had a Kevin Bass photo from his days in Milwaukee. We haven't really given him any shine yet, so a little bit of Kevin Bass, maybe get him motivated for today's game. And here is the lineup rundown for the Boston Red Sox. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Marty Barrett. Batting second in center field is Fred Lynn. Batting third at third base is Wade Boggs. Batting cleanup in right field is Ivan Calderon. Batting fifth in left field is Jim Rice. Batting sixth and playing first base is Dave Stapleton. Batting seventh and DHing is Clint Hurdle. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Roy Smalley. And batting ninth and catching today is John Stearns. Jerry Euger, as I mentioned, he has not been good. He's made 14 starts and only thrown 60 innings. Let's take a look at his log. You'll see here he's never gone 7. Has not gone 7 innings once this year. And his last start against Baltimore, they absolutely lit him up. 2 1/3 innings, giving up 6 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks. Did not strike out a single batter and took the loss. He was doing okay there for, 5 starts, going 3-0 up into that Baltimore matchup. So, yeah, the Poets are batting .304 against Euger. He's got more walks than strikeouts. But, his ERA was like a 3.75 before that last start. So he's been pitching all right. And I actually feel pretty good about him on the mound. So we'll see how he does today against the Red Sox. There's the Tigers' defensive alignment. Taking a look there. Hatcher back at third today. And Marty Barrett leading off against Jerry Euger, 0 for 3 with a walk. And there's a base hit into left field. So the leadoff man is on. Barrett, 82 speed at first. So a little bit above average. Freddie Lynn up next, flipping it to left. There's one down. Wade Boggs up next, batting .329 versus right-handers. And he goes down the left field line. Is that going to score Barrett from first? It does. An RBI double for Wade Boggs. It's 1-0. Boston, that is Boggs' 16th double on the season. So runner in scoring position now for Ivan Calderon, starting back-to-back games today. And he gets a base hit into left. So the onslaught against Euger continues 2-0 as Calderon has an RBI single. And then Hall of Famer Jim Rice flies out to right center. 2 down. Calderon with that 94 speed. Oh, I thought he was maybe going to steal. It's a full count though. And Euger walks Stapleton. So 3 hits and a walk here in the first. Clint Hurdle up next with a slow roller to third. An easy play for Hatcher. And we go to the bottom of the first. Tigers are down 2 early. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown for today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third, playing third base, is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth and DHing today is Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting seventh at first base is Greg Brock. Batting eighth in right field is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Bobby Ojeda on the mound. We saw him just last time we saw the Red Sox. He pitched against Jerry Euger head-to-head. Let's take a look at his log. How did he do in that game? He took the loss, going 4 1/3 innings, giving up 10 hits and 8 earned runs. So I like the odds there. And then he faced us on the 10th. He got the win. And way back on April 10th, he threw 150 pitches. I remember that game now. That was crazy. This is his 14th start. He's only 4-4 with that 4.32 ERA. Opponents are batting .281 against him. He's got a couple of complete games. There's the defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And Sweet Lou leading off against Bob Ojeda. 1 for 4 with a couple of Ks against Bobby O. And a base hit to right to start off the game for Lou. Runner on first. Rickey Henderson, 0 for 3 against Ojeda. Striking out. Henderson, oh my gosh, it drives me crazy. Let's hit and run with Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher hanging on, still at 326. Oh, and a stolen base somehow. A pitch wasn't even thrown. So Whitaker goes to second, miraculously. He's got 6 stolen bases out of 8. Not too shabby. And now Whitaker's in scoring position, so we don't need to hit and run. We're going to let Hatcher swing away. Ground ball in between first and second. Barrett makes the play. Whitaker moves on to third. And it will be up to Lance Parrish to drive in a run. He does have a home run in his career against Ojeda. And he gets a hold of that one, but it's going to fall short of the warning track for out number 3. We go to the top of the second, 2-0. I don't think I mentioned in the at the start of the video, but we do have a robot race going on today. It's Tony A versus Russ H to move into the final 4. And tomorrow we'll fill out the rest of the final 4. And then we'll move on from there. Keep it moving as Smalley gets a base hit to lead off the top of the second. I don't think Euger is going to last too long in this game. John Stearns up now, flips it to right center field. There's one down. We could use a double play right now as Marty Barrett bats for the second time, flying out to the left. 2 down now for Freddie Lynn. And Lynn crushes it to dead center. 476 feet, and it's 4-0. Well, I mean, we need to get a few innings out of Euger. We're down 1 reliever today as Boggs pops out to third. It's 4-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Here's Reggie Jackson. He had a pinch hit single yesterday. So we'll give him another shot. Try to do something. Nope. Reggie strikes out. Trammell grounds out to first. And Brock pops up. Oh boy. Let's see here. We go to the top of the third. Oh, it's an error! Oh my gosh. That was so far in foul ground. How was that even a possibility? I don't know. But the error is on Stearns. And let's see if we can take advantage of that with Kevin. Back. Deep fly ball to center field from Bass. 348 feet. And that will be the third out. So they teased us there for a moment. I thought maybe the game was giving us an opportunity to mogul them, but it did not happen. And Calderon leads off the top of the third by popping out to Whitaker. 1 down. Jim Rice connects. Euger put it right in his love zone. Home run to left center field, 400 feet, and it's 5-0 Boston. Next up is Dave Stapleton grounding out to short. And Clint Hurdle grounding out to third. Tigers only have 1 hit so far as we go to the bottom of the third. We did load up on the lefties, which is not what I normally do. Oh, there's a base hit by Gibby. It looked like an easy, slow roller to second, but somehow it got past the glove of Barrett, and now Gibby is on first. 71% opportunity to steal second. We're going to hit and run. See if we can't get some stuff going here. Ground ball to second. Gibby will move on as Whitaker grounds out. Rickey Henderson up next. Hey, a ground ball up the middle. That'll score Gibby. Oh, well, nope. I guess it won't score him. Not deep enough. Only 198 feet from home. And a 40% chance. So we're going to say no. And we're going to let Hatcher swing away. He has been clutch. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And he pops it up. I'm not going to call it early this time, though. You never know. Yeah, it's going to be called, of course. 2 down for Parrish. We need a big shot here from Lance. It's been a long time since he hit a home run. And that's right off the end of the bat as he flies out to right field. Strand 2, go to the top of the fourth. Euger at 57 pitches. I mean, we got to get a couple more innings out of him. Infield single from Smalley. Runner on first. That's Roy Smalley. 80 speed. And then a base hit from Stearns. How far do we go with Euger? I mean, he doesn't have it. Do we want to blow up our bullpen today? Barrett lines out to right. Smalley tags and takes third. Got to pull the infield in. And Lynn pops it up on the infield. There we go. It's going to carry to the outfield grass. Tram makes the play. And now Wade Boggs, 2 for 6 against Euger, and betting 331. This could make or break the game right here. Ground ball to second. And Whitaker gets us out of it, so we did not give up any runs. For the first time today, go to the bottom of the fourth, 5-0 Boston. Ooh, nice pitch from Ojeda. Screwball catches Jackson looking. 3 Ks now for Ojeda. Make it 4 as Trammell strikes out. And then the side is struck out by Ojeda. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. We go to the top of the 5th. Euger's still in there. Oh, sharp ground ball by Calderon. Gets under the glove of Trammell for a base hit. 9th hit from Boston today. Jimmy Rice up next. Ground ball to first. And they get the lead runner at second. So only 1 out. Rice on first for Dave Stapleton. Stapleton hits a ground ball to second. This ought to be a double play. There we go. So, too little too late from Euger. Kind of pulled it together. That'll be the last of Euger for today. As Kevin Bass steps in against Bob Ojeda. Ground ball to short. 1 down. Gibby up next. He had a base hit last time up. And here he grounds out to second. He's going to leave it up to Sweet Lou. Lou grounds out to third. 1-2-3 inning for Ojeda. We go to the top of the 6th. That's going to be it for Jerry Euger. We're going to bring in Capizzello. Man, do I want to do that? You know what? We're not. We're going to let Brian Kelly pretty much go the distance here. We'll save our bullpen today as Kelly's making his 7th relief appearance. He is a starter normally, so his endurance is pretty good. He may give up a shit ton of runs, but at least we won't waste our bullpen today. Oh my God. Hurdle. Home run number 7. It's 6-0. Roy Smalley. Grounder to short. 1 down. John Stearns walks. That's the one thing Brian Kelly does a lot of. He walks a lot of batters. That's 6 walks in 7 innings. So we got to get Brian Kelly right if he wants to be a regular pitcher in our rotation. He throws a wild pitch, a screwball wild pitch, moving Stearns to second. And then he gives up a hit. Or is that going to carry? No, it falls in. Oh, Stearns had to hold up, though. He does not score on the base hit by Barrett. And this game is on the verge of getting out of hand right now. Pulling the infield in. I mean, we're down. No, I mean, nobody would do that. They would play back. They'd give up another run for a double play opportunity. That's what would actually happen in baseball. I was thinking about trying to prevent a run from scoring, but we're down so many. There we go. Brian Kelly with his screwball gets Lynn to strike out. This is going to be a little tougher with Wade Boggs. Boggs rips it to right and caught by Bass. So the damage is limited to just 1 run on the homer by Hurdle. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far, nobody. I guess maybe Whitaker, 1 for 3 if that's stolen base. Not a lot to really choose from as Henderson gets a base hit. Henderson is the most garbage time player I've ever seen in this game. He never does anything when we need it. We're down 6 runs and he gets a hit. There's no point in stealing with him because he can't steal. So, you know, you just have to we'll look at it later and go, oh, yeah, he won 1 for 4. And literally meant nothing. As Hatcher strikes out. Hatcher in a little bit of a slump of his own lately. Parrish popping it up. 2 down for Reggie. Reggie batting 136 versus left-handers. And there he goes. He ekes a base hit past the shortstop, Smalley. And we got 2 runners on for Trammell. Trammell 0 for 2 with the strikeout against Ojeda. And a base hit to right. Will Henderson score? Of course not. We have to make a decision. 90% chance he is safe at home. I mean, there's a good chance he was going to get thrown out by Calderon. But we'll take it. We're on the board. 6-1. Here is Greg Brock. Brockness Monster gets hit right in the shin. The bases are loaded for Kevin Bass. Kevin Bass had 1 clutch hit yesterday. Let's see if he can come through here. And up the middle for a base hit. That'll score 2. Oh, nope. Well, we're going to run. And Trammell is safe. Good job by Kevin Bass, the cover boy today, coming through. 6-3. 1 swing of the bat from Gibby could tie it up. You could use a long ball right now. We'll take a base hit to center. Tigers are batting around. 6-4. And Sweet Lou is up, and Lou hits lefties pretty well. 1 for 3 with that stolen base. We're going to swing away. This is a hit and run situation with 1st and 3rd and 2 down, but we're gonna swing away. And Ojeda walks him to get to Rickey. Now here's Rickey with a real genuine chance to do something big. He's 2 for 3 today, and I guess he scored the run. This is big. Oh, a ground ball base hit into left field. Gibson scores, and it's all tied up. We got a 6th spot on the board. And Henderson comes through. That's going to do it for Ojeda. They're going to bring in Bill Soup Campbell, who is pitching in his 14th game. He's 1-0 with a 2.66 ERA, 17 Ks, and 23 innings pitched. Pretty decent. 258 opponent's batting average. He's got 1 bluey. Fastball's an 86. And both of his pitches, doesn't even throw a fastball. It's a screwball and a sinker, and they're both under 80. So how this guy has a 2.66 ERA, I do not know. But Mickey Hatcher will face Campbell. Runner on second. That is the go-ahead run. And I think Hatcher's going to do it. He's going to drop it into right center field. Oh, it's going to be caught. So close to falling in, and Calderon makes a sliding catch. And we'll go to the top of the 7th. This game is all even at 6. No, I don't want Brian Kelly to pitch anymore. But we're going to do it. Let's see if he can get us through another inning. Calderon taps it back to Kelly. And he's tossed out at first. 1 down. Here's Jimmy Rice. He's got a home run today. Striking out looking. 2 Ks for Kelly. And Dave Stapleton. On an inside pitch, hits a grounder to third, and Hatcher tosses him out. A 1-2-3 inning. That's exactly what we needed after the 6-run Detroit 6th. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is time for the robot race. We have Tony A. and Russ H. going at it today. Tomorrow it's Alan B. and Jeremiah M. Winners move on to the Final 4, where Douglas B. and John M. are already represented. Let's go ahead and take a look at our contestants here in super full screen mode. We've got Russ H. at the top. We got Tony A., the jukebox, at the bottom. Down there listening to Big Band era, maybe. I don't know what Tony's into. 45 seconds on the clock, and we're going to count down from 3. Get this race started. Good luck to Russ And Tony, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the robots are off and running, or rolling in this case. Tony A's robot looks like he's panicking with his arms up in the air. But he's taking an early lead. He's not leaving anything to chance, as Russ H, clearly on meth. Look at his eyes, not even dilated. I mean, the pupils are the size of dinner plates. I don't know what robot meth is, but Russ H is clearly on it. Tony A's falling back. This is going to be a tight one down the stretch. 7 seconds to go, and it's pretty much all even. Russ is taking the lead. Oh, Tony A kicks it in overdrive. And Tony A will be the robot moving on to the next round. Congrats to Tony A. Russ H is just scrap metal. And we are going to quickly add Tony A into the bracket here. I say quickly, but it never seems to go quickly. As it's thinking about it. And any second now, there we go. Okay, back to the game. This is a tight one. Tied at 6. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We have Parrish, Jackson, and Trammell against the right-hander, Bill Campbell. So this is a situation where, as Parrish grounds out, having these lefties in the lineup might pay off. Reggie 0 for 1 in his career versus Campbell. Slow roller to third. Reggie grounds out, and Trammell grounder to short. So 1-2-3 inning for Campbell. Good job by him. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Hurdle, Smalley, and Stearns. So Smalley 2 for 3. I can't remember. How does he hit? So lefties, he does not hit well at all. So we're going to bring in a lefty to face the lefty Hurdle, who hit a home run against Brian Kelly earlier. That's going to be George Capizzello. He gets the lefties out pretty good. All right, so Cappy and his 1982 Fleer card. Oh, I should mention, if you're still watching, I did open up 2 packs of 1982 Fleer Teams in Action football cards yesterday. The video will be at the end of this video. It was at the end of yesterday's video as well. But a pretty cool little collection of cards, well worth looking at. If you haven't checked that video out, it's pretty funny. A lot of interesting things in the 82 football season. Okay, Clint Hurdle 0 for 3 against Cappy. He had a home run last time up. And he hits a grounder to Hatcher. If we weren't tied, I already have Solars in there at third, but I think we need Hatcher's offense. So 1 down. Here's Roy Smalley batting 167 versus left-handers, and he strikes him out. Okay, this is where I'm a little concerned as John Stearns steps in. Never faced Cappy, and Cappy strikes him out. Nicely done. Nice curveball. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They're going to bring in Luis Aponte, who has closed for them before. He had 11 saves last year when Eckersley got injured toward the end of last season. He's 1 out of 2 this year in save opportunities. 3.94 ERA. He's given up 7 runs. Opponents are batting 254 against him. His fastball is his best pitch. Tops out at 89, though. He has a splitter. He has a curve. So that's interesting. There's a splitter for Aponte, but Jack Morris doesn't have a splitter. That's his famous pitch. Split-fingered fastball. Anyway, maybe we'll add that to his repertoire next year. Okay, so Greg Brock leading off 0 for 2, leading off against Aponte. He did get hit in the shin last time up. Here he grounds out to second. Kevin Bass up next. Ooh, striking out. I mean, that's a tough call there. That's a pitcher's call. As Bass strikes out looking. And then Gibby, strikes out on the inside pitch. Aponte comes in, just mows him down. We are going to the 9th inning. We have a righty and 2 lefties up, so we're going to try to get Cappy a second inning here, which is never a good idea. but we do not have Rucker. So we got to go with what we got. And there's a ground ball to first from Barrett. Brock steps on the base, 1 down. Fred Lynn up next. Lynn hits lefties pretty well, 284. Strikeout on the inside part of the plate. 3 Ks for Cappy. And Wade Boggs. There's a fly ball to right. Oh, I thought that was going to be a double over his head. That's why I hesitated on calling it. But the play's made by Bass. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Tigers have a chance to walk it off. You would not have thunk it earlier. Whitaker 0 for 3 in his career against the Pontes. He's in for a second inning. And Whitaker hits it into the gap in left center field. And that's the tying run. I mean, the go-ahead run on second. That is Whitaker's only his 6th double this season. His OPS is at 785, though. I mean, he's having a career year. Okay, so Henderson, 3 for 4, 2 RBI, player of the game. Tied the game up, and he has a chance here to win it. And everything I've said against Rickey will be taken back. Is that a base hit to left? Oh, it's going to be caught. We are not going to tag up on that, even though it's Jim Rice, who never had a good arm. It's not worth the risk. We're going to say no. Henderson almost came through. We do have our boy Mickey Hatcher up now. Hatcher is 0 for 4. He has been pretty bad, and today and yesterday's game. We're going to give him a shot here. They're going to intentionally walk him, which is the right thing to do, because Parrish also struck. I don't know. Pick your poison, I guess, with Lance Parrish. Parrish still batting .294 versus right-handers. This could be the ball game here. Either way. A ground ball up the middle. No, it's going to be snagged by Barrett and a double play. And we've got free baseball. We're going to the 10th inning. It's all tied at 6. We should just feel lucky to be in this game. We're taking out Cappy. Again, another stellar performance. We're going to skip over Hume. We're going to go right to our closer, Roger Weaver. It is the 10th inning. We don't want to leave our closer in the bullpen. So we're going to bring in Weaver. His command is 98, and yet he walks so many. 18 walks in 32 innings pitched. Okay, so he's got 4, 5, and 6 up, all righties, starting with Ivan Calderon. Do we bring in defense yet? It might not get to Hatcher again. I don't know. We'll dance with the lady we brought. As Weaver strikes out Calderon. I'm using all kinds of female metaphors today as Jim Rice steps in. And he gets a base hit into center field. Hall of Famer gets his second hit of the day to go with his home run. And runner on first now for Dave Stapleton. This is a double play opportunity. Well, that's a deep fly ball to center field. It's not going to be deep enough, though. 401 feet, and Rice tags up from first and goes to second. I don't believe that for one moment. Okay, so Hurdle, do we walk Hurdle to get to Smalley? Hurdle does have a home run. Smalley's a switch hitter. I think we're going to do that. We're going to intentionally walk Clint Hurdle. There we go. It's going to bring up Roy Smalley. Now, Smalley does bat .319 versus right-handers. Oh, I mean, not the infield in. We're going to bring the outfield in. First and second, 2 down for Roy Smalley, and he walks him. And that's going to bring up bad dude John Stearns with the bases loaded. Everybody's going to play straight away. This could be the ball game here as Weaver's put himself into a jam. And Stearns gets a ground ball to short. Trammell throws him out. And Weaver breathes a sigh of relief. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Reggie is up. Reggie is 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And he walks, so he's coming out for sure now. We're going to bring in Eddie Miller, right? He's the speedy dude. He might go into right field after this as well. Yeah, speed of 90. So Eddie in for Reggie. Good job by Reggie getting on base. And this is a hit and run opportunity if I've ever seen it. What was the stolen base percentage? 75%. That's tasty. But we're not going to do that. We're going to hit and run. We're going to play it a little bit. Okay. All right. He's going to steal on his own. So that's Miller's first stolen base of the season. He had 15 not last year. 1979. First stolen base in 3 years at the major league level. Now we're going to have Trammell hit to the right side, try to move Miller to third. Base hit will win the ball game. That's a ground ball to first. Miller's at third. Greg Brock with a chance to be the hero. Infield is pulled in. And all we're asking is for a fly ball to left field or right field, not to Fred Lynn. Anybody else but Lynn will win the ball game. Oh, it's to Lynn. It's really deep. Is it gone? A walk-off home run by Greg Brock. His 9th on the season. Tigers win 8-6. I believe that was his 9th. That was a good game. Coming back from 6 runs down and a walk-off home run. That was a lot of fun. Tigers are 10-3 this month. We are taking it to them. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Back to the American League. Wow, the National League West is over. And Detroit is now 5 up on Baltimore and New York. Boston falls to 10 back. Toronto's 10.5. I mean, we have a commanding lead at this moment. After the terrible month of May, I like where we stand. Let's take a look at the transactions. Oh, I was looking at the draft picks again. My bad. Let's do all types, all teams. We'll scoot down to the bottom. Yeah, we know about Tom Seaver. So the only additional thing is Brian Clark of Seattle is going to miss 9 days. He's their number 5 starter, I believe, on that team. Nope, he's their long reliever. So he's going to miss a few games. So that's it there. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching. Player of the game, we're going to give it to Brock. I mean, it's a tough call because Henderson had a hell of a game as well. But Brock did walk it off, and we'll take the walk-off, I suppose. As it's taking a moment to load up, don't forget, take a look at the football video thing. Even if you're not, I mean, what are you going to be doing for the next 15 minutes? I mean, just watch the video. It's good. I make some pretty funny comments, if I do say so myself. Sorry it took so long to load up there. Wow. It was a double loader. There we go. And, yeah, we're going to give it to Greg Brock, who only had 1 hit, but it was that walk-off 2-run home run. He also got hit by a pitch today. Let's not forget about that. He took one for the team. He got a bruise and a bop, as I like to call it. And Lou Whitaker got his 6th double. I thought it was his 9th home run. It's only his 8th. Weaver gets his first win in relief. He's now 1-4. Good job by the bullpen. Even Brian Kelly, who gave up that home run to Hurdle. 3 home runs by Boston go by the wayside as Luis Aponte takes the loss. So that's going to do it for today. We're going to come back with Game 3 of the 3-game series. We're going to finish off the Elite 8 and move on to the Final 4 with tomorrow's robot race. Until then, everyone, have a great day.